Now, bottlenecking in the computer world is a term used to describe the performance limit that happens when one component in a computer system limits the performance of another component, thus preventing the overall system from reaching its full performance potential. Now, it is important to know that any component in your PC can be a potential bottleneck. So this means that your system could be suffering from a CPU bottleneck, a GPU bottleneck, and a RAM bottleneck, and even in some cases a storage bottleneck. Now, CPU bottlenecks will happen when your processor is too weak to keep up with your GPU. An example here would be pairing a Ryzen 5 4500 with an RTX 4080 Super. Now, what will end up happening is that you will find that you are going to be limiting the RTX 4080 Super from running at its full potential, thus causing a lower in-game FPS. GPU bottlenecks, on the other hand, will happen when your graphics card is too weak compared to your CPU. So basically, this is the vice versa of a CPU bottleneck. An example here will be pairing a Ryzen 7 9800X 3D with an NVIDIA RTX 3050. RAM bottlenecks will happen if you do not have enough RAM memory to multitask, or you have very slow RAM memory in your system. An example here would be running 8 gigs of RAM instead of 16 for a PC intended to play modern games, which often or not consume more than 8 gigs of RAM to run. This will in turn cause occasional in-game stuttering and slowdowns. Lastly, we can take a look at storage bottlenecks, which will happen when using hard drives instead of SSDs. Now, as I am sure you do know that SSDs will offer significantly faster read and write speeds, which will in turn result to faster load time in games. And I mean, some modern games will even outright ask you to install the game on an SSD. Okay, so the question on your mind right now, I'm sure, is how do I tell if my PC is bottlenecking? Now, normally you can do this by checking the usage of your CPU, GPU, RAM, and storage while gaming or running demanding applications by the use of the Windows Task Manager, or preferably you should use MSI's Afterburner. But if you ask me personally, I do recommend the use of MSI's Afterburner, as it is a much better tool than Task Manager for checking bottlenecks. Now, this is because it does provide real-time detailed monitoring of your CPU, GPU, RAM, and even FPS while in-game or while running demanding applications. Now, if you found this video to be quite educative, be sure to follow us on the social media platform you are watching this video from. Share this video with anyone who might need this information. And as always, if you're looking to buy PC components or PC peripherals, be sure to visit our shop located in Old Mitchell Building along King Market Street, Suite 405 on the 4th floor of the building. Additionally, you have the option to browse through our catalog on our website, which is esgaming.co.ke. Tell us what you think about this video, and I'll be sure to catch you in the next one.